All right. Now you know why you're going to be doing what you're doing, making disciples, and you know what you're going to be offering people. You're telling your story and God's story. But now, who in the world are you going to be making the offer to? Who are you going to be talking to? Well, that's what I want to help you with now. And so I want you to turn the page over. Go ahead, turn your page over. And let's write right here in the middle. If you will just write strategic, sorry, couldn't spell there for a second. Strategic plan. I know, sounds really official, doesn't it? Might even be a little bit intimidating, huh? And then over here, I want you to write who and where and when. Okay? So on this sheet, we're going to write down who we're going to talk to, where we're going to talk to them, and when we're going to talk to them. Okay? So over here on the left, write people. And then down closer to the bottom, so what I want you to do is I want you to leave space for 3 lines here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we got 1, 2, and 3. And I want you to write live, work, play. Underline that might help. And then up here, I want you to draw 10 lines under people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 10 lines under people and 3 under here. Now, here's the fun part. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think for a second and list the names of 10 people that you know that are not followers of Jesus, or you're not sure if they're followers of Jesus. So 10 names of people here that are not followers of Jesus, or that you are not sure if they're followers of Jesus or not. And then under live, work, play, I want you to list the 3 places, either where you live, where you work, or where you go do extra stuff outside of where you live and where you work. 3 different places that you go on a regular basis. And you don't have to pick a place from every one of these categories, but I just need 3 places. So just take a second, and I'm going to give you some time. You go ahead and draw this on your sheet, and then you fill in 10 names in 3 places. And I'll give you a few minutes to do that, okay? All right. So you got your names of people and you got your places. Now the fun starts. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it in a diagram that makes sense to us so we can follow along. So here's what I want you to do. About right here, I want you to put a circle about in the middle of the page here. Just a little circle. And I want you to put your name in the middle. Okay? Your name in the middle. And then I want you to draw 4 lines out like this, coming in each direction. Okay, don't go too far with them, because we're going to keep expanding this for a second, because we're going to get a visual representation here. And I want you to draw a circle on each one of these. Okay? All right. So now, I want you to pick the names of 4 people here. Out of your list of 10, pick four names and put them right here. So I'm going to pick Tim, and I'm going to pick Dave, and I'm going to pick Scott, and I'm going to pick Jim. Okay. Now, I want you to draw off of those 2 circles 2 more circles. Okay, we're keeping this small. I want you to draw 2 more circles off of here. And now fill in the name of 2 people that Tim knows. So Tim knows John. Okay, remember, this does not have to be perfect. And Tim knows Alan. And Dave knows Jeff. And Dave knows Liz. Might even be their spouses or girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. Scott knows Mike. And Scott knows Amy. And Jim knows Eric. And Jim knows Ann. All right, and then off of those, guess what I want you to do? I want you to draw 2 circles off of each of those, okay? Just kind of follow along with me here. I know it's like, what in the world are we doing? I'm going to show you something here. I think you're going to like it when we get done. It's going to be encouraging and exciting, I think. Plus, it's kind of like being back in grade school in art class. Now I want you to fill in the name of 2 people that John may know, that Alan may know, that Jeff may know, that Liz may know, and so forth. Now this for me gets difficult because I may not know the people that John knows. So just do your best, you know. I may only know that John knows Tina, John knows Deb. Okay, let's see. Alan knows who? Alan knows Mike. Alan knows another Tim. Oops, Jeff is short 1 circle, isn't he? Let's see. Jeff knows Jenny. And Jeff knows David. Now what happens if you get to these circles and you don't know a name to put in? It's okay. Just leave it blank. Like for Liz, maybe I don't know anybody that Liz knows. I'm not sure, so just leave them blank. And let's see. Amy knows Stan. Eric knows Bill. I may not know the others. Now let's do this one more time, okay? Off of Tina, draw circles. Off of Deb, draw 2 circles. And this is the last one, so just bear with me here. Mike, off of Tim, 2 circles. Right here's 2 circles. Right here's 2 circles. Right here's 2 circles. Right here's 2 circles. I know, work with me. And I'm not even going to ask you to fill those names in because it's getting out there pretty far. You may not even know who they know. Now, the other thing I want you to do is I want you to go down here to this live, work, and play. And I want you to pick one location. Okay? And I want you to put that right here. So I'm going to say I picked a coffee shop that I like to go to. And I'm going to put that up here. That's my one location. And that's my coffee shop that I love to go to and work. So I just want you to draw just a little bit off of here. But you know, at the coffee shop, there's people you know, people you run into that you know, and then there's people that the people you run into know. And so let's just do that to kind of represent what happens there. So when I go to this coffee shop, there's some people I know, and then those people know somebody, correct? Okay. Here's the exciting thing. Look at all these people that could be reached by you when you share your story and God's story with people. But this is the exciting part. You're not responsible for reaching all of these people out here. The only people that you're needing to focus on, just highlight these, make these really dark, are the people connected directly to you. That's it. It's the only people, man. Just the people connected directly to you. So there's 4 people in one place. And so if you reach, for me, it would be Tim, then I could show Tim what I'm showing you, and Tim could reach Alan and John. And then Tim could show Alan and John what I showed Tim, and then they could reach all these people out here. So by you just talking to these 4 people and going to this one location, look how many people might be reached. And then after you've talked to Jim and Tim and Dave and Scott and or whatever your names are there, some may be interested to hear what you have to say, some may not. So the ones that aren't, just move them out of there and put in a new name off your list. When you've exhausted this location that you were trying to talk to people at, move it off your list and put in a new one. Remember, you're not trying to convince anybody to listen to what you have to say. You're just trying to find people that might be open to talk to you about spiritual things. So how about that? With you just talking to 4 people, it could impact all of these people. And you just going to that one place, it could impact hundreds of people eventually.